Have you ever felt like you're not worth much? Like you're just an ordinary person with no special talents, and your dreams are just too big to reach? If you've ever felt that way, I want you to listen closely to this story. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a hard-working father and his young son. The father owned a small business. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was enough to put food on the table. Every single day he worked from sunrise to sunset, pouring his sweat and effort into his work. Meanwhile, his son spent most of his time wandering around town with friends. He was always laughing, playing, and just wasting his hours away without a care in the world. The father often looked at his son and sighed deeply. If only he could understand the value of hard work, he thought. He knew his boy had so much potential, but he needed to learn a lesson that would completely change how he saw life. One morning, the father called his son over. He handed him an old, worn-out t-shirt. "Tell me, son," he said gently, "how much do you think this shirt is worth?" The boy looked at the faded fabric and shrugged. "Maybe $1? The father smiled. "Good. Now I want you to take this shirt and sell it for $2. Go to the market and see if you can make it happen." The boy was completely puzzled. $2 for this old thing? Dad, who's going to buy it? But he saw the seriousness in his father's eyes, and so he agreed to try. He took the t-shirt to the bustling market and spent hours trying to convince people to buy it. Most people just ignored him. Some even laughed at him, asking why he was trying to sell such a worthless rag. He felt discouraged, but he remembered his father's determined face. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, a kind man took pity on him and bought the shirt for $2. The boy ran home, his heart pounding with excitement. "Father, I did it! I actually sold the shirt for $2. The father smiled warmly. "Good job, my son. You worked for it, and you earned it." Then he handed him another old shirt, almost identical to the first. "Now," he said, "I want you to sell this one for $20. The boy was stunned. $20? For this old thing? "Dad, that's impossible." The father simply replied, "Nothing is impossible if you use your mind." So the boy thought, and he thought hard. How could he possibly increase the value of a seemingly worthless shirt? Then, an idea sparked in his mind. He remembered a friend who was an artist and printed cool designs on clothes. He went to his friend and asked him to print a popular cartoon character right on the front of the shirt. When it was ready, he didn't go back to the main market. Instead, he went to a park near a private school, a place where many wealthy kids played. Soon enough, one child saw the shirt and absolutely loved the design. He begged his parents to buy it for him. They saw how happy it made their son, and they agreed, handing the boy a crisp $20 bill. Overjoyed, the boy ran back home, waving the money in the air. "Father, I did it again. I sold the shirt for $20. His father nodded proudly. "Well done, my son. You're learning fast. But now, I have one final challenge for you." He handed his son a third old shirt. "This time," he said with a serious look, "sell it for $200. The boy's eyes widened in disbelief. $200? "Dad, that's actually impossible." But the father smiled, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Remember what I told you. Nothing is impossible when your mind is focused and your will is strong." The boy took a deep breath and left, the t-shirt clutched in his hand. For days he racked his brain, trying to think of a way to make this simple shirt incredibly valuable. He heard an announcement that a famous Hollywood actress was visiting the city for a movie premiere. The boy's eyes lit up. He had a wild idea. He grabbed the shirt and rushed to the event. The scene was chaotic. The crowd was massive. The security guards were strict, and people were shouting and pushing from all sides. But the boy was determined. He pushed his way through the sea of people, his eyes locked on his goal. He was shoved, yelled at, and even fell down in the chaos, but he got back up every single time. His resolve was unshakable. Finally, he made it to the front. Standing right before the famous actress, he held out the shirt and said with all the respect he could muster, "Mom, could you please sign this? It would mean everything to me." Amused by his sincerity and his incredible determination, the actress smiled warmly and took the marker he offered. She signed her name beautifully across the fabric. The boy couldn't believe his eyes. Her signature sparkled in silver ink. He didn't waste a second. He ran straight to the marketplace, holding the signed shirt high above his head for everyone to see. "Exclusive autograph from the famous Hollywood actress," he shouted at the top of his lungs. "Get it now, only $200. A crowd gathered instantly. People started arguing, bidding, and shouting over each other, each wanting the unique piece of memorabilia. The price went up and up. Finally, one passionate collector raised his voice above the noise and declared, "I'll buy it for $2,000. The boy's jaw dropped. $2,000. He carefully handed over the shirt, received the money, and ran home faster than he had ever run in his life. "Father! Father!" he shouted, completely out of breath as he burst through the door. "I sold the t-shirt for $2,000. The father's eyes filled with tears of pride. He placed both hands on his son's shoulders and said softly, "My son, tell me, what have you learned from all this?" The boy thought for a moment, catching his breath. He looked at the money in his hand, then at his father. "Father," he said, "I've learned that if we have the willpower to do something, the ways to do it will appear on their own." The father smiled, his heart swelling with pride. "Exactly," he said. "Just like you increase the value of those t-shirts, you can increase your own value in life. Never ever underestimate yourself. If you believe in your potential, you can turn something ordinary into something truly extraordinary." And on that day, the boy understood something far greater than just business. He realized that value isn't something that's just given to you. It's created. Every single one of us starts out like that old $1 t-shirt. We might feel ordinary, overlooked, or maybe even underestimated by ourselves and others. But when we add creativity, when we add effort, when we add faith in ourselves, we can transform into something priceless. No dream is too big. No goal is too high. The real question is, do you believe in yourself enough to try? Every challenge you face in life is not meant to stop you. It's meant to shape you. Every no you hear, every failure you experience, is just another test from the universe asking, how badly do you really want it? Remember this, the value of your life is what you decide it to be. If you believe you're worth little, you will live a small life. But if you believe you are capable of greatness, nothing in this world can stop you from achieving it. So don't give up when things look impossible, because sometimes all it takes is one new idea, one bold step, one act of unwavering faith in yourself, and your whole life can change in an instant. You are not that $1 t-shirt. You are the $2,000 masterpiece waiting to be created. If this story inspired you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message today, because sometimes one simple story can remind someone of their true worth and help them believe in themselves again. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and empower. See you next time.